Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday afternoon, October 27th. We are looking at Window Traders Market Profile, SPY, IWM, and Triple Qs, and very interesting day. A lot to talk about. First off, I want to thank everybody that continues to like the videos and subscribes to my channel. I would certainly like you to come and check out CamelbackTrading.org. I think we offer a lot here. We had a great educational day today. I nailed the market basically in how I thought it would do. Did very well P&L wise, but not even close to what I should have done. That's something we'll talk about, as no matter how long you're doing this, you're always working on it. And if people tell you otherwise, again, I wouldn't believe them. Don't believe what you see and hear on Twitter. Let's start with Triple Qs. Triple Qs hit an all-time high today and then back off. They had a trend day up that they gave back, and they gave back a good part of the day. The composite did not hit an all-time high, though, but the Qs did. Russell has a gap lower that holds, even though it's small, and they go trend day down and price probe. So they're still having their issues after getting above 230 the other day. Yesterday, they're all the way back down to the 223 and change level, as their all-time high remains elusive for them to get. Now, for us, what we did in L&M, I expected in A or C or D, to be quite honest with you. Okay? When we opened and took out yesterday's low, I thought for sure we would test the bottom of the upper distribution for Monday and test the single prints, if not get them. Well, we didn't do that. We were 10 wide. We never lowered POC. In fact, we could have gone down $100 in the last time frame. POC is still going to be K's low. So again, all this is what happened in L&M are 2 days worth of longs underwater and shorts piling in. We're in a 3-day balance, plain and simple. Monday's the low of it, yesterday's the high of it. The monthly's balanced, the daily's balanced, the weekly is up. The question is, do we have an outside month up? We're right at last month's high with 2 days to go. Believe it or not, Triple Qs have a chance for an outside month up, but now they're down $2.50 below last month's high. So it depends. By Friday what happens. Don't forget you have Apple and Amazon reporting tomorrow night. So that's going to give a good indication for the month's end on Friday if they do get that or not. As far as my trades today, so we opened and when A pushed up, I took a short against the overnight high. No, I didn't. That's yesterday. See, I'm telling you, I'm losing my mind. We opened and pushed down today. Okay, and when we pushed down, I took a long against yesterday's low. Wasn't sure if we were going to stop the one-time framing up or not in the daily. Well, it did. Now, I didn't add at the low because I was waiting to see, and I should have taken it when we got the low because it wasn't my mindset about the overnight low. We front ran the overnight low. I was more concerned with maybe getting along around M's low, but that would have taken out the overnight low by that point. So I should have added, I didn't, and when we rallied, I got out. Took a small loss, but again, if I had added front running the overnight low, I would have done okay. And by the way, we got both the overnight high and low, and we didn't get the IB until L period. And I said all day we would get it, although I was certainly didn't think I was going to be right in H, I, and J. So in A, I lost small on the long. Then A pushed up, I took a short of decent size below the open. I'm like, well, we took out the day's low. Maybe we get to the opening and back off and go get what I thought we wanted to get. Obviously, that didn't happen. So now the calls were the 454s. The puts were the 458s. I was long 100 of them at $1.85. Well, they went right against me. And I bought some more, I think at about $1.50 or so. And then when B popped the top and got nothing, I jammed on another 250. So at one point I was long about 422 at the height. And I bought those at $1.31, and then they rolled over. But now here's what I'm talking about, calling the market and holding it. Well, we got back to the opening. By that time, I took them all off. Now, I went from a pretty good loss to a really nice gain. But then B went right through the opening and right back down. So I could have had a lot more. So that's number one, that I could have held on for a lot more. But I'm not upset at that. Then I stayed waiting in the grass like the lion. I'm not going to chase this gazelle all across the Serengeti. Let a trade come to me. Now, a lot of people did well fading the edges between D's high and D's low, C, D, E, F, right? They kept going. It was rotational between the opening and, say, yesterday's low. I didn't do that. I didn't do anything in H, I, or J. I was waiting to see if J took out the day's high. If it did and got nothing for it, around M's high, value high, I would have taken a pretty decent put play because we had overlap in the lower value and we had a wide POC. Well, when J didn't do that and K took out J right before it did, I innovated a little bit. I bought 40 puts. Beautiful, right? And it was 458 puts again. I paid $1.31 for them. I said my targets are POC, G's low, value low. Well, it didn't. It was no tempo, no nothing. I was in the money pretty good. Actually, I took the last bid off at POC for about 40 cents. And look what happened. Down she goes. So, again, this is something, seeing the market, I knew there were longs that were trapped, HIJ. I knew we hadn't taken out an IB yet. I knew value was overlapping to lower. Once we got below J, these longs panic. Once you get back below the opening, right, they panic. And once you got below the IB low, now everybody who's long gets out and shorts pile in. So it was a good trade. I had a very good day with the short in B and the short in K. But it could have been a monster day if I had the patience to hold on. And again, I'm saying this more to myself than to even you guys and gals out there. But this is an educational room and an educational video. So I hope it helps. So talk about maximizing. Now we were one time framing up in B. So that's another reason I kind of took them off at the opening. But once we got below the opening, we flushed. And here, there really is no reason for me to have taken off. I should have had some left throughout this whole flush. For destinations for tomorrow, upside, L's a price probe. L's low, 454.55. And then A's low, price spike. That's really important to me. We spiked below it and never really got above it, 455.33. So if we cannot get back up above L's low or A's low, sellers will be firmly in control and we should get Monday's low. If we get above it, then we should go get today's 10-wide POC of 456.18. And then we have today's high of 457.16. For the low, we have today's low of 453.86. We have 452.39, Monday's low. Then we have 451.05, Friday's low. And then below that, I'll give you a couple more in case we do get below the 3-day balance. 451.01, daily low, poor low, filling one of the gaps at 450.71, 30-point gap from the 20th of October. 450.19, 9 wide from the 19th. 449.60, afternoon pullback low from the 19th. 448.27, filling a gap at 447.55, 72-point gap from October 19th. Please write these down. And the reason I gave those to you, we don't have much to lean on as far as buys. Monday's low is the bottom of a 3-day balance. If that does not hold, all those destinations I gave you, we will see. And I think it would be healthy to see them to take back 2 more of those daily gaps and hold maybe 2 of them. So I clearly believe if we don't hold Monday's low, you will see those lows prior to Friday's close. Now, on the chart, and I know this is a longer video, but I hope it helps. It helps me, and I know it helps the people in the room. And this is what we do in our trading room all day, by the way. So the monthly with 2 days to go is pure balance. 2-month balance. Last month's high is 454.05. We closed just below it. So we're going to see by Friday's close if we have an outside month up or not. Weekly, still up. Yes, we came off the highs pretty good so far, but it's still one time framing up and healthy. And the daily is now a 3-day balance. Monday's the low of it, Tuesday's the high of it. If we take out Monday's low, I firmly believe this little gap here and this little gap here will go, and at some point we'll put ourselves into a nice big balance, which I think would be healthy for the market. Stay above the 50, stay above the 20, balance, and then go back up. Hope you had a good day trading. Enjoy your evening. and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.